your Kyvio winner's journey. And today we're going to be talking about the thank you page. So hopefully you built your landing page yesterday using one of the simple templates, and the thank you page is no different. There's plenty of templates that you can use inside of Kyvio and many of the other landing page and funnel builder softwares. But the thank you page is really important for a couple of reasons. First, in being able to measure your goals. So inside of Kyvio, or if you're using Google Analytics, and again, some of the other funnel page builders, you can set what's called goals. That if somebody hits your landing page and then your thank you page, that you've provided a conversion and made a goal. And especially when you're talking about running AdWords and seeing an A/B testing that we'll discuss later this month, then that becomes really important because you can start tracking your success. 10 people hit your landing page and 1 person hit your thank you page. That's a 10% success rate. Obviously, you want more numbers than that, so maybe it's 10,897 went and jumped over to your thank you page, which meant you have 897 followers. So your thank you page accomplishes, besides just tracking your goals, how do you build a good thank you page and what should it do? It's probably one of the least understood pages in the entire funnel. This is going to be your entry point into your actual paid offer. So we've built a mini offer for free. We want them to go over there and purchase something for them. I don't even care if it's $1. If anybody remembers Columbia House Records, it was 1 penny. Like it asked you, it had a little spot drawn on the part that you mailed back, and it said tape a penny here, and that was magic, and it did wonderfully for them. But on a thank you page, on this particular, it's going to be just like the landing page. We're not going to have a lot of places they can bounce off to, because this is essentially a sales page. I know it says thank you page, but you will be selling something here. For the very first thing, right at the very top, I want you to acknowledge the previous conversion action. So that's a bunch of fancy terms that basically means thank you for deciding to join our mini course, or something literally thank you, right? Thank you for opting in. Thank you for joining Kyvio. Thank you for I'm trying to think of a good word right now, but thank you for becoming a member, right? You need to acknowledge that previous action or not. They're not quite sure they landed in the right spot. The second one is I need you to introduce your brand. This is best done by video. You can, of course, talk about it as well, but I just need you to talk about it because remember, they may not know who you are. We're driving them from awareness, and we're engaging them, and we're getting them to subscribe, and now we're trying to get them to convert. But if they don't know who we are, they're less inclined to do that. So talk about who you are, your mission, in a way that really drives that you can solve their pain point. Remember, we're having a human-to-human conversation. Somebody is essentially in the dating world giving us their number, but we want to keep that flow going, right? So introduce your brand, talk about who you are, talk about what's in your membership or what's in the next stage. And number 3, tell them specifically the next step to take. So people are always not the most intelligent, or maybe intelligent is not the right word, but they kind of flounder. They're like sheep. You've got to tell them where to go next, or they don't know. Their attention's going to get divided, they're going to bounce, and you've lost them. But at this moment in time, we're having a conversation. It's very natural to tell them the next baby step to take. I'm not telling you that you should go take them to a $10,000 offer. There's no way. I'm not even suggesting a recurring revenue model at this point because that's kind of a big step. I'm talking about a low dollar offer. This is your entry point offer. Remember, we discussed our mini course for the opt-in to the entry point offer before we hit the core offer that would be like your entire membership. So for this entry point offer, this is our next step. So they've got the opt-in, they've got the free mini course. Hopefully you've given them a little bit of boost and you can give them some quick information. And we're basically saying, if you were interested in this, if this was important to you, then you must be interested in this next step. This is the entry point offer. I'm hoping that you can get it to the low dollar amount. The nice point is you can start using this money to pay for your traffic and hopefully get them to even out so you get free traffic. But $1, $2, $9. This is a very minimal level of purchase. Entry point offer, keep it small, keep it short. And that's all the thank you page really needs to do. This can be expanded on, this can be really low, this can be a full-blown sales page as long as it says thank you and acknowledges the previous action at the top and introduces them to the brand in case they've never heard of you. Personally, as a marketer, I will typically build out my sales page first that I will be selling my entry point offer from, and then I will copy that, duplicate it, and make that my thank you page, just because it's literally a sales page for me. However, for the whole purpose of keeping it short and sweet this week and getting that minimal viable product going, I want you to keep it short and sweet and just focus, use one of the templates inside of Kyvio or the funnel builder that you're using, and get something done. It doesn't have to be a lot, so we're talking just acknowledging the action. That's all the headline needs to be. I usually use some kind of sub-headline, and I'll show you in a quick screen share that says, before you jump away, or it'll be in your inbox in 5 minutes before you jump away, a quick video to show you how to use it, or something like that that gets them to watch the video. Obviously include the video. I'm a big fan of video, doesn't have to be a video. We're not talking about anything fancy. Grab your iPhone, your Samsung, your Google phone. These things have great cameras these days. Stick it on a little tripod or use some books to prop it up, and have a blank background or your office background, and just get something shot. Use a selfie stick. Just get it done. It doesn't need to be long. It should not be longer than 5 minutes maybe, unless you're selling something more expensive, which we're not. Remember, keep it short and sweet. And I want you to introduce them to the brand. Tell them to buy that first course. Remember, not all of the courses, one course. Pick the next course that we're going to build tomorrow, and I'll walk you through how to kind of break that out and build it out and get it done quickly. But tell them they need to build it, maybe have a few bullet points. But let's get this thank you page done, which that's the most important part, done, implemented, so that we can start building out our first course. So we've built the mini course, but how do we build the first course we can sell? The very, very, very first one, so that tomorrow that we can actually build that course, and the day after we'll go over to Facebook and I'll show you how to build a Facebook page out for your business if you don't already have it, to optimize it if you do have it, and how to get your first 100 likes on Facebook and drive some customers immediately to our free opt-in, and get this ball rolling. Again, we want quick wins right off the bat, and we will continue to build out multiple layers of this first bridge. Again, my name is Jenna Apgar, and if you have your first bridge. So I'm going to jump over to screen share now into Kyvio, and I'm going to walk you through building a thank you page. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to jump over to Facebook, to the Kyvio School for the Gifted Entrepreneur, and ask questions there. Let's go see that screen share.
Okay, so I'm here at Kyvio, and of course you can use any one of the other platforms, but I'm going to walk you through actually building out a quick thank you page to get up and going for your mini course that we're creating, so that we can start bringing in some dedicated leads to later offer them something to purchase. So I'm going to go over here to my Kyvio coach inside of Kyvio. Okay, and we're going to go over to Smart Funnels. All right, and the other day I built out a funnel, our first 1,000, and created our landing page. So this is what we came up with, and here's the goal. We want each one of these to look very similar. So for my thank you page, I want to create, I'm going to go over here to Edit Page. I want to pick the template that already looks like it. So this one has already brought it in since I selected the template up front. So you notice all the colors are very similar. Again, I understand that these may not be your branded colors, but before you go spend a lot of time on trying to brand the page this week, let's just get this built. So a thank you page does a couple things that are really critical. So I'm going to come over here. first, acknowledge the previous action. It needs to say thank you. I learned in Junior League when we were taking in donors that they need to be thanked 7 times. So thank them any way possible, and obviously your Kyvio thank you page is going to be one of the ways you can do it. So I'm going to go ahead and ditch the brand logo because honestly it's just not that important up front. I don't have a logo to work with, as many of you will not as well. I'm going to edit this, center it, and we're just going to go with the address you're using, your web address. Picked up all sorts of extra letters here. And then I'm going to come in here and change these settings so I can get it nice and tight. I don't want it to be the focus. I do, because I just cannot help myself. I need to make it in Lotto. I need to let it go, let it go. I'm going to leave that checked. Thank you for signing up. Welcome to, I'm going to put my name. We're truly excited to have you on board. All right, so right here it has a video on this particular template. If you can make a really quick video, it's great to get to know you. I don't have a video and I'm not really up for making one right away, but I think I'm going to come back and make one. And when I say that, you can literally just grab your iPhone, hold it in the palm of your hands, use one of those, what are they called? Pop things, pop toppers, whatever. Use a selfie stick, use one of those little tripods, get something and make a quick video. Your hair does not need to be perfect. It does not need to be with a full, script that you need to memorize or use the fancy gadgets that make it so you can see all the words. You just need to look at your customers and tell them thank you into a camera. Okay, so we have acknowledging the previous action. Introduce your brand. So that is where this video is going to come in. And just for the sake of setting this up, and I do think video is better, I'm going to produce one of these videos really quick and pop it in. And I'll provide these links so that you can see the finished. But all in, it's literally only going to add an extra 5 minutes, including the upload time. It just needs to be about 30 seconds, telling them your name, your brand, what you're about, the basics of what they're getting. And go ahead and use that opportunity to tell them the next steps. So this is actually a lot with all the what you get, download your study files, do you need something else? So it's providing you a contact me area, which is not bad. I'm going to go ahead and change this. Since this is not an advertising spot, I'm going to remove the privacy policy. I don't need that. Always wanting my social media. I wish it would bring this over, like I could save it in a central spot. Oh, you know what? I bet I can go to my website. I've got my Facebook link here. Let's go grab my Twitter. And then we're going to do YouTube. I don't have a link pulled up for that. Ooh, I think we were debating whether I do my Kyvio coach stuff. We're going to do a direct link specifically to the Kyvio stuff. And we're going to delete the rest. Oops, wrong button. So I've got all those 3 set here. I'm going to click off. right, so these are all done. Now what to do with this stuff in the center. So obviously this does not look like me. I'm going to change that picture out. I try to be very thoughtful about how I set up my folders inside of Kyvio so that I could find the images I want quickly, which was a big pro compared to WordPress, which everything is just out there, and of course I never change names. Okay, so we're going to change this information out. Oops. Did it get a little, it got smaller on me. Okay, let's try again. Jenna Apgar. Cannot type. All right, so, and then it has a contact me. We got a button here. Action, redirect to URL. Can it do mail? Support fair.marketing. I'll just go direct to email. We'll check that to make sure. We'll even change the words to email me, capital M. All right, do you need something else? If you're having any problems, with access to your training, contact our support. Download your study files. I think what I'm going to do to keep things simple is I'm just going to delete this. I mean, it looks really great. I'm going to do straight up, just do the video. And I'm going to change this to white so I get that cool little arrow without having to mess anything up. So now the arrow lets me know there's more to see. I've kept it really simple. I'm going to turn around here right away and I'm going to record this video. And literally after I upload it to YouTube, all I need is this URL, or you can get it down here when you click share right here. You'll take whatever video, obviously I'm not going to use this video, but the video that you make and upload to YouTube, click on the settings and just post it right there. And then we're going to hit save, always hit save, and publish. So I'm going to go look at it again now. So we literally have a thank you for signing up. Welcome to WeCoach Kyvio. We are truly excited to have you on board. A little video of me, and I'm probably going to talk about a little about what they're getting. And then do you need something else? If you're having any problems with access, go ahead and email me. Does it work? Oh, no, I bet I did something wrong. How can we do this? You know what we're going to do? Because I want to show you a completed project. Warfare. Marketing. I don't even know the link to contact us. All right, so we're going to go back and we're going to edit this just because I don't want to mess with it. Email me. But call, contact. Somewhere I thought I had a contact us page. Oop, hiding in the corner. Right, so I'm going to add that for now until I can figure out how to do the email. And I'm going to open a URL in a new window so it doesn't take them off my page. Save again. The only thing else that you might want to change is your page options if you want to get fancy and go up here and choose a different image. And change the site title. Thank you for downloading I could give it a description. I just want it to look good up here. Save, and we're done. And so we'll look again. It's got thank you for downloading, just like I want. If I shared it on social, it would have an image of me. I would probably, whatever YouTube thumbnail I used here, I'd probably want to use that one with maybe a play button on it, so it looks like it has some functionality. But other than that, I have a completed thank you page, and it didn't take that long to do. Now, later in the course, we're going to get a little bit more complicated. I'm going to show you how to make an offer on your thank you page, but to get things done and to start getting email addresses and leads in, this is where we're going to stop for this week. So we'll be back tomorrow, and we'll start making sure we have some content built out and then start driving traffic now that we have all of this wonderful information. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'm going to pop on over and close this one out. Bye.
Okay, so hopefully now you can walk through and maybe even build your thank you page as we were walking through it. If not, go jump over, get it done now. Again, if you have any questions, jump over to Facebook, the Kyvio School for the Gifted Entrepreneur, and ask them, so not just the Kyvio team can help you out, but your fellow Kyvians, that we can jump in there and kind of show you what we've done and some of the different ways that we've solved some of the problems that you might be facing. And look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we jump into day number 6 and we start laying out and actually building your personal content that's going to go towards your entry point offer, but also be part of your core offer in this system. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Have a great day. Bye.